Hi all, this is Erzincem. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another episode of my 6 months weight loss challenge. In today's episode I will be talking to you about cheat meals. And if you're new to the channel, thanks for tuning in. By the end of this video, you will have a better understanding if you should have a cheat meal while you're trying to lose weight and the recommendations from my side of which cheat meal you should choose if you should have one. Before I move ahead, I would like to thank all of you, everybody who's subscribing to my channel, everybody who's watching my videos, everybody who likes my videos, shares and comments. Thank you very much. Every little bit that you do helps me to keep motivated even more and helps me to keep me being on track. And a big shout out to Mer, who has done a significant work by her own body transformation, and you will find the link to her YouTube channel in my video. Before I move to the main subject, let me catch you up with my progress so far. So I am now 5 weeks in and I started on the 1st of May. I was weighing 124.5 kilos. 5 weeks in, I am down to 118.7 kilos. So that means down by 5.1 kilo, and on average that's roughly around 1.13 kilos a week. Now, if you're wondering how I managed to do 1.1 kilo a week and how you could do that too, there is just a few logical steps to do so. So first of all, I decided that I will go for the calorie counting option. So what I did was I took MyFitnessPal app. It's an app that I've been using for a while now, and I typed in the activity level that I'm doing and the time frame that I want to lose weight in and how much weight I would ideally want to lose, and MyFitnessPal calculated a set amount of calories that I should take in a day, which was ultimately 2000 calories, and I decided that that was the best option for me. You can find my MyFitnessPal ID in the descriptions below, and you can add me, you can follow me, you can see my habits, you can chat with me, everything that you want to do. Now, it goes without saying that you need to change your eating habits. I myself, I am an addict of crisps or potato chips, as you would say in other countries. And I managed not to eat one bag of chips or crisps respectively since the 1st of May. And that's quite hard, but it was one of the major things that I had to do. And replace these things with healthier options. I will make a video about that in the future of healthy snacks options. But that is the first thing. Cutting out the junk food and looking exactly in what you're eating. So I was also looking into the nutritional value of the meals that I was eating. And because of that, I had to always weigh out what I can eat, what I can't eat. And sometimes you get into some kind of a monotonous state because you try to eat the right thing. Hence, you might eat it multiple times a week, which is nothing bad because your body would get used to it and your body would know how easy it will be to digest it as opposed to something it's not used to. So it's really critical and it's really key that you have to look into your meals. You need to choose which ones are valuable and stick to them. And since this topic is also about cheat meals, I'll be talking to you about different kind of cheat meals options also afterwards. But really, another key to setting yourself a calorie goal and a calorie limit is to also change your diet. In addition, I have continued to do the 16-8 intermittent fasting. Hence, I'm only eating between 12 and 8 p.m. That gives me only an 8-hour window where I try to hit my 2000 calories, and in some cases I actually don't manage to do that. So the benefits of the 16-8 intermittent fasting and all the other intermittent fastings I have made a video about that you can also find on my channel, and I will also leave the link in the description below. And it has helped me a lot, and I'm sure that it will help you too if you were to do the intermittent fasting options. Next to the dieting, and obviously the calorie limit, is your activity level. So I managed to keep my activity level relatively good throughout the lockdown, but once I started my diet, it was at the time that the lockdown started to ease back here in Spain. So I really tried to focus to do some running and also try to hit the 10,000 steps a day. Now, after I have got an evaluation sheet from my app, I have seen that I have not always managed to do the 10,000 steps a day. Sometimes I was over significantly and sometimes I was under to a lesser extent. However, if you are managing to do 10,000 steps a day, it's a great start for your weight loss efforts. However, it is highly recommended that you should do 30 minutes of exercise a day. So what I'm doing, at least 3 to 4 times a week, I'm going for a run. It takes roughly between 30 and 40 minutes. It is somewhere around 3 and 4 kilometers, and it helps me to not only stay active and fit, but also to make the weight loss journey easier for me. Let's dive into the topic why you have tuned in, the cheat meal. There are a difference between cheat meals and cheat days. Cheat days is something that you would do if you're an athlete or if you're a bodybuilder, because you actually do a lot of work and you're actually somewhere already that you can indulge for a whole day. Now, if you're on a weight loss journey, however, a cheat meal is something different. There are several aspects of the benefit and the negative side of a cheat meal. The benefits are quite easy to understand. If you decide that you want to go on a weight loss journey, if you want to lose a set amount of weight, or if you want to even lose a lot of weight, you mostly switch from one day to the other. So your body that is usually used to get what it wants, and also your psychology that is maybe used to have greasy and fatty, sugary and overall unhealthy things, your body gets into some sort of a shock state. And because of that, in the beginning, it's definitely recommendable, and something that I also did, to go for one cheat meal a week. And there are various options that you could do, and try to really focus on doing it once a week. The way that I did it, and this is also something that I would recommend you, is to choose one meal that you really, really like, that you are avoiding throughout any other day, but that you really, really like. Choose a time of the week, at the day of the week that you want to eat it. So if you like pizza, order yourself a pizza, as an example, on a Saturday night when you're snuggling with your wife on the couch or with your significant other and want to watch a nice movie. Get yourself a pizza and enjoy that. Ideally, you want to do that on a day where you're low on calories, so that you're on a calorie deficit, or where you maybe have done a lot of workout or before. So even the health experts recommend that if you want to do something right for your psychology, do it also right for your body, and obviously the weight loss effort that you have undertaken or that you have chosen to go through, and do it on a day where you're low on calories. Usually, if you don't have a kid, if you don't have a family or a different kind of family structure, you wake up late on Saturdays and you skip probably 1 to 2 meals anyway. So it is a good idea to have something as rich of calories as pizza can get, and have it then in the evening, and you will see it will not turn out bad. A downside that I have experienced, that you probably will also experience, is that if you weigh yourself every day, the day after the cheat meal, you will see that your weight is spiking up again. And don't get discouraged by that. This is something that could happen easily, and that this is happening easily because your body wasn't really used to the fact of eating something like that throughout the whole week in a short period of time. And since there are some ingredients in there that will also just fatten you up, your weight is likely to increase. That will go down again the days after. So don't get discouraged by that. The main thing that you need to keep in mind is that you are doing it for your psychology, because your body has changed and your body is going through something that it's not used to. So indulge yourself, have one meal a week, ideally on a day where you're low on calories, and choose something that you really, really like. It can be a pizza, it can be a burger, it can be some fries or fried chicken. If you're looking online, if you're looking at different forums, you will see that people will say that you should go for other options, such as pasta or steaks. Now here's my view on that, and here's also my experience on that. My cheat meal was actually cheat meal because I, personally speaking, don't see pasta as a cheat meal. Pasta is a staple food. Sure, if I am trying to lose weight, I switch from normal pasta to wholemeal pasta. And obviously I try to have pasta often. And if I would decide to have a cheap pasta, I would probably have it with a really unhealthy sauce. But really, if you're going through a diet and you're doing quite well, you can have a pasta, a wholemeal pasta, with let's say a tomato tuna sauce, because it's still rich on nutritions that you need. The conflicted opinions also go further into the health implications of such a cheat meal. And as I said, based on my experience, I would not get confused too much with everything that every expert is saying. Listen to your body, listen to yourself, most importantly, listen to me. I had a positive experience, and I'm not lying to you. This is something that I have experienced. I've lost over 4 kilo in the first 4 weeks of my diet. You can also check out the videos. And my message for you today is, as a take from this video, if you manage to stick to a diet, if you manage to be active, if you manage to actually lose weight, give yourself the treat of having one cheat meal a week. Let it be whatever you want to be. Most importantly, however, if you're calorie counting and if you're also putting it into your app, if you're putting it in MyFitnessPal, type it in. Let the algorithm, let the system know that you ate that it also shows you in the analytics the nutritional values or the nutritional analytics that you have. To sum it all up, if you're looking for cheat meals or the right cheat meal options, based on the experience that I had, based on the research that I did, based on what I have lived through in my life, give yourself the treat of a cheat meal. Follow your diet, do your activities, be good to yourself, be good to your body, but have one cheat meal a week. Keep in mind though, that if you're calorie counting, if you use MyFitnessPal, type in what you ate. Type in that you had a pizza, type in that you had a burger, type in that you had pancakes. Let the system know what you had, so that the nutrition analytics can do the right work, that you know what you had and what you didn't have. The reason why I'm saying that is that you want to know an exact breakdown of your nutrients. So if you look into the analytics and you see that you're lacking something or that you have something too much, you want to change that. As an example, I'm low on iron. So I try to eat as much iron as I can, and I like to check out which meals that I ate actually had more iron so that I can eat them more frequently. So really, have yourself a cheat meal, eat it on a day where you're low on calories, where you have done something great like running a lot or walking or even a hike, and eat what you want. Don't get confused on what everybody says online. Take what I say, because I have the experience and I am sharing my experience every week with you. If you like what you saw today, smash the like button for the algorithm, share it with your family and friends, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit that little bell to get notified whenever I come up with a new video, and leave me a comment. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you soon.